today. So all of us do some kind of osteoporosis assessment. How many of you do QCT? Anybody? Hands up. QCT? DEXA? DEXA. Okay. So favor of DEXA. So I'm going to talk about DEXA versus QCT. Which one is better? So what is DEXA? DEXA is dual energy X-ray absorptiometry. So it uses low dose X-rays and the two X-ray beams with different energies. The soft tissue absorption is subtracted and you get a bone absorption determined based on that. It is areal density, so it's not volumetric. And the BMD is reported as a T-score or a Z-score. You're aware of that. T-score is based on comparison with the 30-year-old and Z-score is age-matched comparison. QCT, on the other hand, is quantitative computer tomography. It uses the same CT scan machine and Hounsfield units. It provides a volumetric assessment of bone rather than the aerial. And it gives you separate assessment of trabecular bone and cortical bone. So we know the trabecular bone is more sensitive for early bone loss. So the advantages of DEXA are easy availability, and that is, I think, the reason why most of us stick to DEXA, easily available everywhere. There's lower radiation exposure. It's good for assessing BMD at the hip, spine, and forearm. So those are the three areas that we look at because those are the three areas that normally are susceptible to osteoporotic fractures. The disadvantages are that since it's just aerial density and not volumetric, it is affected by the shape of the bone and the size of the bone. Occasionally you can have an overestimate of BMD if there is significant spinal degeneration with osteophytes and sclerosis. You can have an overestimation of BMD, or if there's aortic calcification, especially if you're doing the DEXA on a PA or an AP view. It does not differentiate between trabecular and cortical bone. So those are the downsides of DEXA. So this is what it is. So that picture on the side shows calcified aorta, and that can give you a false positive BMD. And degenerative osteophytes and sclerosis like this can give you a false positive. It can show you a BMD that is higher than what it actually is. QCT, on the other hand, is volumetric analysis, so it is more accurate. You can look at trabecular bone and cortical bone separately. It's less susceptible to errors from spinal degeneration and aortic calcification, more sensitive in detecting early bone loss. It can be used in conjunction with your standard CT scans. So if you're sending a patient for a standard CT scan, you can assess bone mineral density at the same time without too much of additional radiation exposure. The downside is it is slightly higher radiation exposure. It's not widely available. That's why most of us don't use it much. Requires specialized software. And it's important to remember that the WHO definition of the T-scores and Z-scores are actually based on the DEXA scans and not on the QCTs. So QCTs gives you, they've got their ranges, but it does not come as T-scores and Z-scores. So accuracy-wise, clearly QCT is more accurate, and there's lots of literature on that. For a variety of reasons, there is no overestimation because of spinal degeneration or calcifications. And since you can look at trabecular bone, it gives you a more sensitive and accurate result. DEXA, so this DEXA, QCT, and DEXA AP and lateral. So the QCT will identify more people with normal bone density as compared to the DEXA. So QCT is definitely more accurate. Radiation dose, the radiation dose in DEXA is very low. It is less than a standard chest X-ray, whereas the radiation dose in QCT is slightly higher. So we need to remember that we're going to take scans at repetitive intervals. Time taken for a scan much lower in a DEXA scan, so 10 to 20 minutes versus maybe longer in a QCT. So in conclusion, DEXA preferred for routine bone mineral screening because of its availability, lower radiation dose, and the established guidelines that we are familiar with regarding the T-scores and Z-scores. QCT is useful in specific situations where the spinal degeneration, aortic calcification more accurately assesses early bone loss, and it can be used as part of your routine CT scan. You can get a QCT done at the same time. So those are the advantages of QCT, but clearly DEXA is what is most commonly preferred because of its easy availability and our familiarity with the T-scores and Z-scores. Thank you.